everyone. Literally hundreds of student queries have come in recently on this most important topic, and of course, we chose this topic for this ed talk. What's the simplest way to apply for a Canadian study permit? Well, you guessed it right. The Student Direct Stream, or SDS. Now, SDS was introduced about 6 years ago in 2018 to fast-track student visa processing for eligible post-secondary international students. The SDS program is currently available to legal residents of 14 specific countries, including India. While most SDS applications are processed within 20 calendar days, some may take a little longer. Applications for the SDS are submitted online via the IRCC website. Now, to benefit from faster processing, you must provide your biometrics, medicals, and meet all the eligibility requirements. Now, always remember, for a smooth journey towards your visa, seek help only from an RCIC, a regulated Canadian immigration consultant licensed as per the Canadian government laws. For your information, Anurag Sandhu, CEO at Canam, is an RCIC. Okay, so let's check your eligibility requirements to qualify for the SDS process. You must be a legal resident of one of the 14 countries listed by IRCC, and of course, India is one of them. You must have a provincial attestation letter if you've applied for an undergrad program or a graduate certificate studying outside Quebec, or a Quebec acceptance certificate, a CAQ, planning to study in Quebec. Of course, some programs are exempt from PAL, so please connect with your Canam counselors to know which ones. Next, you should have an acceptance letter from a designated learning institution. You should reside outside of Canada at the time of application. You need to provide proof of payment for your first year of tuition. Obtain a guaranteed investment certificate, a GIC, to show that you have funds towards your living cost. The GIC must meet specific criteria and be held in student account with some amount of funds released upon your arrival in Canada, and the rest regularly after that. The required GIC amount varies depending on whether you plan to study in Quebec or elsewhere in Canada. Yes, of course, your Canam counselor will give you the exact figures. You should also have undergone a medical exam. A police clearance certificate may be required based on your visa office instructions for certain programs. And yes, submit your most recent secondary or post-secondary school transcripts. You also need to meet the minimum score requirements for a qualifying language test taken in person. Again, refer to your Canam counselor for the requisite scores. Remember, valid language test results must be less than 2 years old. Accepted English language tests are PTA Academic, IELTS Academic or General, TOEFL IBT, CELPIP and CALE. And please beware, if you do not fulfill all or any of these eligibility criteria, your visa application automatically moves to the non-SDS category. And that may take up to 60 days for processing. So don't mess with your SDS application. Seek guidance from authorized consultants only. For bringing family members, your spouse or common law partner and dependent children can apply for faster processing of their visitor visas or work permits or study permits if their applications are submitted simultaneously with yours. Now, most agents will tell you to apply for them separately, but remember, you don't have to unless there is a serious complication in your case. If your application meets the eligibility criteria, you will receive a port of entry letter of introduction and the study permit will be issued upon your arrival in Canada. If your application is refused, you will receive a letter explaining the reasons for refusal, and we hope that's not the case for you. Well, in conclusion, applying through the SDS can significantly speed up your study permit application process if you meet all the eligibility requirements and provide all the necessary documentation promptly. So connect with Team Canam to guide you with this process, and remember, all our services are completely free of cost. Now, if you found this information useful, please subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on all the socials to remain updated on all the information about international education. Thank you and see you soon.